Let's make a t-shirt together with my brand new Epson ET-8550 printer I've converted to print DTF with the best DTF ink on the market, the Color Prime Chroma ink. If you've not seen the video on how to convert this machine to DTF, it'll be right over here. Today, this video, we're just simply gonna show you how to take a graphic file like a PNG or an SVG file and print it and put it on a shirt. The process of making a shirt. Let's get into it. First thing we're gonna do is open up our RIP software. Now the RIP software, in this case DigiRIP, what it does is it takes a graphic file and converts it to a format the printer understands and accepts. It also helps us put the white underbase on the back side, which is what helps the graphic stick to the shirt. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna open up our file. We're gonna go down here and we're gonna select this NASA logo. Big space nerd here. Now, sometimes graphics come in way bigger than they should. Now, it's okay to reduce the image size in the RIP, but never okay to increase the image size because you'll lose quality and clarity. It'll get blurry. So I'm gonna resize this back down to 9 inches because we have kind of a smaller t-shirt here. And then I'm gonna make sure that my print mode is the new one that we're working with, the Color Prime Chroma ink and Quick Glide film. This is gonna make sure all of our color settings and our white underbase settings are correct. Then we're gonna take our Color Prime Quick Glide film, and one side will be a little bit shinier than the other. The shiny side is the one that goes back. And you're gonna be like, Jeremy, what's that blue bar on the bottom of it? Well, it's a piece of painter's tape I put on because sometimes these printers don't read the film because it's a little bit transparent. So this is the solution that I've come up with to make it consistently feed. But if you have a better solution that doesn't involve putting blue tape on it, let me know in the comments below. I think we'd all benefit from that information. So we're gonna load it in, and then we're gonna hit print. Now this is that part where it's ripping the software, or basically raster image processing it, that's what it stands for. But basically it's just converting it into a format the printer understands. We have this little piece of cardboard on the front here to help make it a little more flat for when it feeds out. That way it doesn't scrape on anything. Looks like it's just prepping to print right now. Here we go, now it's printing. Now while that's printing, all of the equipment we're gonna use today here is from DTF Station, which is the sponsor of this video. Now when it comes to curing ovens, heat presses, really you get what you pay for. And I've worked in this industry for about 4 years now, and I've seen a lot of curing ovens that were very, very unsafe to work with, or they didn't cure consistently. It's one of the reasons I love the Phoenix Air curing oven. Also, this curing oven comes with its own fume extraction. If you're not aware, if you're new to DTF, there are fumes that come off from curing the ink and the powder that are not really great to breathe in. So you need to do some kind of ventilation either to the outside or to some filters, and in this case, filters within the curing oven. We're also gonna use a DTF Station heat press. We'll give you all the settings as we go through each part of it. Now I'll have a list down below in the description. All you need to do is reach out to a DTF Station dealer and request each of these pieces, and you'll have the full setup you need for printing with DTF. It's working. Very carefully, we're gonna bring this out, and you wanna make sure not to let the film fold over or anything like that, because this is very wet and you will mess it up if you touch it. So we're gonna peel this tape off of here real quick, and then we're gonna powder it. Now this part of the process is a little bit messy. So you wanna have some kind of tray, maybe a plastic tote, a kind of biggish one. I've got a big cookie sheet here, but you're gonna see real quick that when we finish powdering it, it's gonna make a bit of a mess. So we're just gonna pour some powder over it, just like this. We're using the Color Prime Flex powder. This is my favorite powder because I can actually press on polyester at a much lower temperature. But we're gonna go ahead and roll it back and forth like this. See how I'm kind of like keeping the powder right over our over our tray, and then we're just bring it back and forth, and then we're gonna flick it. And see how a bunch came off there? We wanna flick it a couple times so we're not kicking off a ton of dust, because you don't want too much powder on the back of this. Then we're gonna place it in our curing oven. Now we have our Phoenix Air curing oven set to 274 degrees Fahrenheit for 120 seconds. One of the things I love is DTF Station provides you with a little hot pad here, which we'll need in a minute, but we're gonna lift the lid. We're gonna set our transfer in there, and we're gonna hit the start button. Now you'll notice there's not a ton of white on the back of this graphic because I'm going on a lighter color shirt. You can actually create a softer feeling transfer if you use a little less underbase, but be aware if you're going on a black shirt, you're gonna want a little bit more white underbase just to make sure that the colors don't fade. All right, and there's our timer letting us know it's done. Now, one way to tell if it's done is if you lift up this lid and you see some smoke come out of it, it's not quite cured. But this one had no smoke, so we know we're cured. We're also looking for an orange peel kind of texture. It's not gonna be smooth, it's gonna be a little bit bumpy. And again, depending on the amount of white ink you're using, you might have some slightly different looking results. Again, my white is very, very low on this one. Now, if you're working with a cotton shirt, you want your heat press set to about 290 degrees. You're gonna use a high pressure, and you're gonna press for about 12 seconds. So we're going to place our graphic here on the shirt. We're gonna press it. Then the quick glide is a hot peel film, so you can just peel it off real quick and easy like that. And then you're gonna want a second press with something. In my case, I'm gonna use T-Seal today, but you can use anything like a second shirt or something like that. But you always wanna do a second press. A second press is gonna embed the graphic deeper into the fibers of the shirt. And there you have it. You've made your own custom t-shirt, in this case for a space fan. And yeah, it is really just that easy. With DTF, you print it, you powder it, you cure it, and you press it on a shirt, and you're done. DTF really is an amazing technology. If you have more questions about the DTF process, feel free to ask in the comments below or reach out to me. If you have questions or want to purchase some of the DTF Station products, whether it's the curing oven, the heat press, the powder, or the ink, reach out to a DTF Station dealer near you. Link is in the description below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our DTF videos. We've got some basic videos coming up soon. We're also gonna do some modifications to this to make it work just a little bit better for DTF. So make sure you subscribe for those, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.